The new Dacia Duster. It's quite funny actually. I have the Dacia Duster on a quick preview and I have the Mazda CX-3 for an actual test. And well, both are SUVs. This one is more of a city SUV and this one is more of an off-roader. But don't get me wrong, the Mazda CX-3, especially this one with the all-wheel drive system, is quite capable off-road. But would you really want to drive it in mud and on rocks and stuff like that? This one, yes, you would. Dacia is still all about putting a bag of potatoes in the back and driving through mud and over rough terrain. But the more I look at it, the more I think they're going for a bit of luxury. Ah, Dacia Duster. I have good memories with it. It was one of those cars which brought a smile to my face with its humble simplicity. And, like I've said, because it's not clad in leather, diamonds, and the latest technology, I didn't feel bad about pushing it into mud and over difficult terrain. And even though Dacia does not invoke the idea of luxury, the new Duster excitedly points towards it. Like these daylight LEDs, which give it a nice signature, or these big alloys. And some Duster text here and there, so you don't forget what car you bought. The rear lights remind me of Jeeps. So, the designers have definitely not held back, which is good, but the Duster was always practical. And is that still true? Well, here is the boot, which is not exactly small. The instruments are completely new and no longer make you feel like you're sitting in an old van. The infotainment screen is now slightly better, while the biggest change is with the switches underneath, which remind me of Mini. This is all very nice, no more climate control straight from the 80s. Even the driver's seat now has one armrest for the right arm, which is comfy for shifting gears. Say goodbye to hard plastics on the doors. They've been replaced by soft materials. Perhaps the most important thing on this very short preview was that I still enjoyed driving the car and got a smile on my face. All-wheel drive can be turned on, or you can let the computer do its thing. The diesel engine seemed quieter than its predecessor, especially on highways. What the Duster will cost and how it will fare on our test we'll have to wait and see, but from what I've seen in these few hours of driving it, it's going to be a lot of fun. And good. The only thing that worries me are the more upmarket materials they stuffed it with. Perhaps I'll start worrying about whether I should drive over muddy terrain or not.